Welcome to the Real Double Dose Channel broadcast station, focused on the real reels of real life, love, growth, and of course, elevation within all levels. RDDC is exactly the place where anyone can discover more depth, love, light, and clarity within themselves, and elevate from other people's walks of life, conversations, and questions, along with deeper insights. So tune in and be a part of the Double Doses with Lexus T and RDDC.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Real Double Dose channel. This is your girl, Lex. And I just want to say thank you for tuning in from all the syndications, all the things going on. We're still live and direct, 2025 and beyond. And we're here for nearly a decade now, just shortly 10 months away. We'll be having that celebration, and hopefully you can come. If not, you're going to be seeing some new things on realdoubledosechannel.com. That's www.realdoubledosechannel.com. It's going to be inciting you to look at the tabs so you can have maybe some of your snippets you want to share, your stories, hashtag story 2, the number 2 blessings. All right. We got RDC Spotlight. So if people want to come on there, you can have potentially, I don't know how many spots are open and it's not launched yet officially, but it is rolling out. And that's going to be podcast sponsorships, as well as maybe even some goodies to get your ad placements out there to those who want to hear what you got. Okay. Maybe it's some good natural granola bars. We don't know, but I want to let you know to check up on that. And also at fliptheswitch.com, at reborn.com. That's flip switch at reborn.com. You can reach out to us, as well as we'll have our links updated on our SoundCloud, as well as realdoubledosechannel.blogspot.com and many other things. So I just want to give a public, we'll just say RDDC announcement. You know, they have the PSA. But I mean, let's take a look. I just want to say the hurt person will hurt you, but you also can become the hurt person that hurts others. And it's just a quick little insight for all of us to share. I haven't got a chance to have a lot of stuff aligned. There's so many moving parts between Mr. HVH up here now in the Midwest, helping with our partnership, different things going on with inventory and a lot to do with things, but we're getting there. We're getting there slowly and surely by the grace of God. But I want to say hurt people will hurt you because they don't know the love that they should have or reject it. But that hurt from other people will also cause you to not only hurt yourself, but hurt others. And I just want to say this is a public to yourself announcement that the reflections with my mother, and sometimes I can say my ally or my enemy, we all have one. It feels as though just that lack of love comes off as bitterness sometimes, or hostility, or just a certain wall built up. That's friendships and situationships and conversations. And last night I hurt the most closest person I've ever had to me, and I've ever allowed to be close to me. And my defense mechanisms are still built up from the people who have hurt me and the walls I had to build to protect myself. It's many things that happen because of it. And honestly, it doesn't feel good, but to see them shed their feelings, and I was able to shed mine to the point of seeing a reflection of the hurt within myself upon them and the afflictions of what they had already. Oh man, that was detrimental. It was so detrimental. And it's one of those things where I had to, once they stepped away for a moment, I had to bang my head for a minute. I'm like, don't do that. Like, why would you do that when you're so against that? What is wrong with you? Like, who are you? And people can look at that and be like, oh, well, you know, it's okay. I'm like, it's really not, because you get to a point to where you're literally living in that whole agitation of it. You know, you're starting to be that person constantly. So I wrote a note to myself on my calendar and my clock for 3 times a day, and with the calendar 4 times a day, continual. And I put be God's reflection. Speak in silence, move in peace, connect with love. This is your personal journey that you have to fulfill each moment of the day. Okay. So anytime something's happening, I want it to be morning, noon, and night, in between everything. I want it to be something where I can't be like, oh, I didn't remember that. Oh, why didn't I remember that? I don't want to see someone hurt constantly. And I'm not saying it's a consistent basis, but it can be. Because even with my coldness and numbness, that's a human part. That doesn't get a Lex effect. That's the human part of the Gabby or the Ari or the synonyms of Claudie, you know? It's that. The Lex effect is what God put in me, the spiritual apparatus of things that can't be tainted by man. And I uphold that to the most, but I also need to be the vessel that carries it. So I'm not saying you have to have that. Well, God has to instill it in us, but is there something that you're not doing? A hug you're not giving, a conversation that needs to be had, a willingness to listen. As my loved one told me that they wanted me to hear them, they wanted me to listen, they wanted me to hear what was going on. I realized at that point that I wasn't listening enough. I was too quick myself to respond. I was too stuck in the moment to get to that point because I had so much of a wall built up. I didn't think it was the face of offensiveness or defensiveness. I saw it as something that was undervalued. And that was, let me get the point across before you get yours. Right? The point of sometimes you hurt somebody, but you don't want to accept the hurt that you gave them because you're still carrying the hurt that you didn't want to relieve to them, but you wanted to speak with them about. So whatever that may be, don't hold it in guilt, and please don't keep it as regret. But I want to let you know that you have to be able to move in silence and become peace itself and live in love, however way you want to chop it and dice it up. This is a personal intimacy that happened to me last night, and it's something I'd never want to repeat again. It's not the point of losing someone, right? We do have to love that person. God is our all and ultimate, but it's not the point of losing someone. It's the point of making sure if that love is lost or found or whatever it might be, it's not because of what you allowed yourself to do, allowed the devil to do, allowed influence to do. Is something that not the hurt and the pain of the memories or the things that keep inflicting you and afflicting you or put upon. It should be a natural flow. Do not let the hurt from others become the hurt to another. And if it is, stop it in its tracks and rewind yourself, connect with God, and become what you need to be. Because honestly, we do need to become and be the change, right? We do need to feel the passion and embrace the power of the Spirit, absolutely. But we also need to move in silence, right? Speak with a rhythm of peace and fulfill the deepness of love. And maybe that's a new mantra, right? I don't know. But I wanted to leave this note with you from your girl Lex and share with you real things going on. You'll be able to see my lovely little cheeks in the video soon, smiling back at you. I'm already to see it, the YouTube channel and more, and hopefully many more coming. But I wanted to leave that with you. If there's anything I can give you today, think about that. Even if it's your kid that had colored a piece of paper and wanted to show you and you were too busy with work, you can always rewind when you have the time. No, you can't make it exactly right, but you still can set the tone for what it was supposed to be. It's never too late if you're still breathing right now. That's one thing I do know. The time resets, hashtag my heart reset journey, still healing, still growing, still going. But I wanted to tell you that, all right, just remember that I love you. Keep checking up on the updates, and I will, and we will be back with you very, very soon.